Hello, I'm Shambles Miller and here's my tunes. If I could live forever, what would I do? Where would it be without all of you? First I'd watch every movie, then I'd read every book. One day I might learn how to cook. But if I was always here, because here was the only place I could ever be, would my life mean anything to anyone but me? Essentially I'm wondering what life would be like if I was a cyborg, like Data from Star Trek. We spend our lives just trying to make sure we're remembered after we die. But if you could live forever, what would be the point of you? In all that time, what would you do? Because a road that has no end isn't really a road at all. It's just the ground beneath you moving while you stand still. Well, you stand still, like Connor MacLeod of the Clan MacLeod in the movie Highlander. There could be only one. And remember when Robin Williams was the bicentennial man, he became a human just so he could die. The film wasn't very popular. And let's be honest, I think most of us would rather live on the memories of love than live forever, if that means eventually being forever alone, like Wolverine. It's a man of mystery, born in the foothills of an old mountain. It's me, just a guy that does some songs, does some daft songs, mostly I suppose. I first got into music in secondary school, when after years and years of my dad, who's a musician, trying to get me to play the guitar, I said no. I kept going, no, I don't want to. He'd try and get me to sit down and sit with me for like 2 hours, and I'd be able to play Baba Black Sheep, and I'd be like, this is stupid, I want to go play Sega. And then I went to secondary school, became the age of 13, and my mates went, oh, we're learning to play instruments, we're going to be a band, you should learn to play the guitar and then we can start a band. And I was like, alright, because I had pals now and that seemed like that'd be a good thing to do. So I went home and said, Dad, can you teach me the guitar? And he was like aye, alright. So he taught me like the first 3 chords, and then I just taught myself after that. And then so I played in some daft wee bands that never really got going, but it was a good laugh. And then started doing my own stuff as Shambles Miller about 3 years ago now. It's a hard thing to say where inspiration comes from. I think you never know where it's going to come from. Certainly things that, I've got a song called Things That Make Me Angry, and that is one thing that really gets me going. But you often don't know. Like, I've got a song called Alice's Song, where a friend of mine said, oh, you should write a song about cake. And I was like, aye, very good. And she went, no, like a song about, it's the end of the party and the cake's kind of going stale and that's a bit sad. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, actually. And then just all of a sudden stuff started coming to me, and I wouldn't have thought that someone going, write a song about cake would have actually worked. Because you get people saying things like that, when you've got songs about lots of different types of things, when your songs aren't just all about, love and heartbreak or whatever, people kind of get a bit sort of like, oh, you should write a song about this, and I go, yep. Yeah, no thanks, I'll think about that, but it's really hard to sit down and go, right, here's the song that's going to be about this. Technically the first song I wrote, my mum would claim, she tells people this a lot because she thinks it's evidence that I'm going to be some sort of famous musician, was that I wrote a song when I was like 2 or 3 or something like that about wanting a biscuit. I think that's probably an early indication of the sort of guy I was going to turn out to be, that I was exploiting music to get something. Roll up, come gather round. I have a story to tell, so let's all settle down. It's the tale of two kings and the fall of their crowns. First up is Pop's favourite son, Christopher Brown. Come on boys and girls and kid, the example he set. He's so handsome and talented, there's no girl he couldn't get. But haters gonna hate, so let's look at the facts. It's not like he's ever done anything that bad. Oh, but wait, there was that one time with that girl, you know, that singer, when he beat her and told her that he was going to kill her and tried to push her out of his car. But that doesn't matter, 'cause he sings the songs, which means he can do nothing wrong. Next up is Iron Mike, the king of the ring. No man could touch him when he was doing his thing. He's loved the world over because he's the champ. And it's not like he's ever done anything that bad. Oh, but wait, there was that one time, and then that other time, and then a bunch of other times. Then he went on a show and laughed at jokes made by a woman about the time that he raped a girl. But that doesn't matter, 'cause he's Iron Mike, which means he can do what he likes. Now I know what you're thinking, they've done their time. Did the length of their punishment really fit the crime? A few weeks by the roadside, and 3 years in jail. Are we saying that's about right if a famous guy assaults a female? I guess we're saying that you can beat your wife, you can threaten someone's life, you can hold a prostitute against a wall with a knife, you can definitely be racist or anti-Semitic. You can be a drug addict or simply a dick. But do we want our kids to think that's okay? That it doesn't matter if you do something bad? 'Cause if you're famous then we're okay with that.